It's a wonderful day for wisdom with wonder and segue. That's right, it is. It's a wonderful day for wisdom with wonder and segue. Hello. Hi. Welcome to Wisdom with Wonder. Whoa. It's a little breezy today, so I got the umbrella hat on the camera. Whoa. I wanted to show you the Spiral Galaxy Kitty blanket is our tablecloth today, so wasn't it cute? Thank you for being here. We're going to do an oracle and tarot card reading today to see what's up in the energies. There's some intense energies going on. And my mom got me a new deck called Angel Signs. It has some angel numbers, some positive angel messages, and some cautionary messages. So I already called in spirit and cleared the space. And we're going to see if we can get a starting message from the angels, from our higher selves, our spirit guides, to see what spirit wants to talk about today. Then we'll pull some more tarot and oracle. But to start, let's get an angel signs message. Angels, spirit guides, higher wonder, higher you, higher we are one. What are we going to talk about today for our highest good and the highest good of all beings? What do we need to know today? I cleansed all the cards one by one and set my intentions and cleared the deck yesterday. Did a lot of shuffling. Oh. The winds of change want me to do some more. Let's do some more then. Alright, I might have to take off the umbrella hat. I don't want the camera to get too hot. Angels, spirit guides, what do we need to know right now for our highest good and the highest good of all beings? What do we need to know? Going through some intense energy, it looks like. So we have the completion with 999 of despair and loss. So let's read each one. Completion 999. Nines are about the completion of a cycle. And it says, hey Segway, come say hello to your friends. Completion is a sacred process, a time to release the past with grace and embrace the possibilities of the future. The chapter you are closing has served its purpose in your journey. If you're like me, which if you're resonating with this, you probably are, closing out an old cycle and saying goodbye to some things maybe that you didn't think you would need to say goodbye to. And it's not an easy process, but the angels are letting us know that it is divinely guided. So if you know that the planetary energies right now are also in alignment with completing old cycles and saying goodbye to relationships and things in our lives that aren't working, that are not for the highest good. And so that might give us a feeling of despair. And it says, losing touch with your divine nature can cause you to be overwhelmed with heavy emotions. Though the outer world may seem to be the cause, these dense energies are often the echo of inner disconnection from your sacred self. So the angels are asking us to go inward. What's going on in the outer world is a reflection of our inner world, and it's a lot going on in the outer world right now. So it's a collective journey that we're on. You're not alone in this. The angels know what we're going through. They know this is the end. This is a completion of an old cycle here on earth. And with the mirror of the completion of a cycle closing on earth, there's cycles closing for us. And it could feel like despair when you're going through it, but it's for the highest good and the highest good of all beings, to release these denser energies that are not serving our highest good so that we can move forward. And it's also bringing a feeling of loss. Though loss may feel like an ending, it is also a transformation that brings wisdom in the midst of sorrow. Even in pain, your soul is expanding and your journey is still unfolding in divine perfection. Even in the loss, even in the feelings of despair, it's not always easy to complete a cycle, as I've been on this healing journey, closing a lot of cycles, letting a lot of things go that feel like loss and despair, that ultimately leads to our happiness, our joy, our fulfillment, and our abundance. I feel drawn to the first oracle deck I ever bought myself. In 2018, I had a spontaneous healing from 17 years of chronic pain I was told had no cure. The winds of change are here. Things are changing for us right now. And I had a spontaneous Kundalini consciousness shift. It changed everything in my life, every thought form and belief, everything that was holding me back, my unhealthy thought forms and beliefs of my own self-worth, making me feel like I wasn't worthy of more, that, yeah, that's all there is. We're conditioned to be in this 3D world and live a certain way, and I felt like I was fitting into those molds until I wasn't. And after my spontaneous healing and consciousness shift, I went on a really awesome trip, and one of the places we stopped on our way to Stonehenge at sunrise was Glastonbury in the UK. And I bought this Lightworker Oracle in Glastonbury in a little crystal shop. I didn't know what it was, but I just knew I was drawn to it. It's the beginning of like following more of my intuition on my healing journey. So the winds of change. I feel like Spirit guided me to buy this deck, the umbrella hat, and whoa, it was a very big year of change for me on my healing journey, and a spiritual awakening time. And it feels like those energies are prominent again. So let's see. Higher wonder, higher you, higher we. What message do you have for us right now for our highest good and the highest good of all beings? What do we need to know in this energy, angels, as we're going through this closing of a cycle? And it can feel like despair. It can feel like loss. But what do we need to know for our highest good as we go through this transition? So we're letting go of these old energies that are not serving us. tried to come out and I might have stopped it, but let's get another shuffle here. What do we need to know for our highest good? Because these winds of change are blowing and changing everything in our lives. Again, number 20, life path. Yeah. I think this card came out last time the winds of change were here. I should have done the reading inside. You know, I keep on feeling like, oh, this card already came out, so maybe I should put it back. Like we need a different message now. But no, this is our message. Okay. Came out for a reason. You can get a Wisdom with Wonder mug and have a sip with me on my Fourth Wall shop. The link is in the description and in the pinned comments. And I'll put Kitty out. Let's read what this has to say. In case you weren't here for the last message. Spirit is bringing out the same card again, even though we have a whole deck here, because it's an important message right now. Do you wonder about your divine path and purpose? You have been enrolled in spiritual training. This training might be obvious in the form of a course you are undertaking, or hidden in a life lesson that is currently triggering your healing, learning, or growth. Whether it is obvious or not, winds of change. Successfully completing this training will empower you to fulfill your divine purpose this lifetime. That's what we're all looking for. What is our purpose? Right. Further clarity will be revealed to you. The universe promises that you shall know what you need at the perfect time and in a way that you cannot miss. You are in spiritual training for a divine mission that serves your soul development and spiritual growth, while simultaneously helping others. It will help you express your spiritual purpose this lifetime. At times, your training may be aligned with study or applying your skills in ways that seem more obviously aligned with the spiritual path. At other times, your spiritual training may be disguised in ordinary life circumstances. If you are unsure of what you are meant to be learning, of exactly how you are in spiritual training at the moment, look at the situations in your life that are causing you the most struggle. This is where you will find your training taking place. The struggle is the place where holding on is competing with letting go. It is, however, nothing to be ashamed of. A growth edge where you are doing the inner work of growing into more peace, trust, and love is a sign that you are certainly growing. It isn't comfortable. Sometimes it might cause fatigue and even a feeling of defeat. Yet you shall not give up. You shall continue. You shall continue, and in time you shall triumph with a feeling of peace, resolution, and wisdom. If you are feeling stuck, perhaps you're working on a significant issue or challenge that won't seem to resolve itself. No matter how much effort you apply, then you're being guided to ask for help from your spiritual team using the invocation below. Call upon your own higher self and soul to take over all aspects of the issue. Be patient. Do not resist what is, but neither collapse into it. Use your spiritual practice, for example, meditation, journaling. You can get the Wisdom with Wonder journal on my fourth wall shop. Dance, music, art, and yoga. Time in nature and prayer to strengthen you as you move through this training. If you are uncertain about what is happening in your life now, don't fret. Sometimes a smaller desire has to be sacrificed for the attainment of the greater vision. Hi, Raven. I made a big shadow. Be at peace. Know that all beings shine at the right time, and so shall you. This oracle is also a confirmation that a vision of your path on earth is being shared with you. Whether in small daydreams, big dreams at night, in meditation, or simply in the feedback you receive repeatedly from different sources. You are being asked to trust in what you see, sense, and feel about your vision for your life path and divine purpose. Even if you are not clear, trust that it is coming to you with loving, divine timing. Be open-minded and listen for what makes your heart sing. In the invocation, I call upon the wise and unconditionally loving ones to assist me now in perceiving, living, and manifesting my truest and most joyful life path and divine purpose. Help me know what I need to know when I need to know it. And with everything else, may I be assisted to feel peace, trust, and patience as my beautiful life path unfolds, guided by the loving hand of the universe. May unconditional love reach into the hearts of all living beings, helping every creature to find true fulfillment of their destiny. So be it. Okay. And I guess I should have showed you the card while I was reading it. So the things that are going on, even if they feel like despair or loss, it is part of our life path for this closing of an old cycle to help us shift and grow into the new, wonderful, beautiful beings that we are. Let's shine some light on it with the Light Seer's Tarot. Or let's see. Hi, Raven. Oh, there's two of you. Hello. If you want to land at my table, we'd love to say hello more closely. Shine some light on it. The Light Seer's Tarot. We have two ravens circling over the tabletop head. Our ancestors are guiding us. The lovers are at the bottom of the deck. So you might be feeling some loss or despair in a love situation that's changing for you right now. The Devil on the split. You know, it could have been deceiving. Some things being revealed that were hidden in the past that were showing you where things weren't so healthy, maybe as you thought they were. This little trickster can be deceiving and feel good when it's not. Let's see. What does Spirit want us to know in this energy for our highest good? As the winds of change are changing up some illusions that we had, maybe in a love situation or something that we loved is changing, feeling like a loss and despair. What do we need to know in this energy as we keep following our life path for the highest good of all beings? Spirit, higher wonder, higher you, higher we, as we are one. Winds of change trying to blow out my candle. Gonna get some messages from the divine with our candle from the Wisdom with Wonder fourth wall shop. Higher wonder, higher you, higher we are one. Let's keep our flame lit. So we get a message from Spirit for our highest good. What do we need to know right now for the collective? We're going through some difficult, intense energies right now, Spirit. What do we need to know to help us on our life path? Whoa. Okay, all these crows in our head. Okay. So, the Page of Cups. There could have been an immature energy in love. Pages are young, kind of immature, and they could be having you sitting here in your emotions with all this water, and you see those love hands in the background in the water. Something emotional going on with love, or something that you love, someone that you love, and you're sitting there thinking, oh yeah, that'll work out when pigs fly. Or, you want to leave your body because it's painful and these emotions sometimes. And imagining everything working out and feeling good again might feel like impossible. Like, yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. When pigs fly, yeah, sure. But judgment is here. So Spirit has seen your intentions and your heart in the journey. Divine judgment is here. You are releasing something that could feel emotional, something from your heart. And judgment is here. So no worries. Five of Swords, the fives are all about change. The winds of change are here, blowing everything around. And you could have some confusion, some chaos, some noise in your ear, in your head, telling you, why didn't things work out the way I planned? Or, I'm not really sure how to move forward now as this cycle is closing, and I don't know what to do. This is so confusing and chaotic. But if you look in the background, there's a stream of light coming in. If you just, maybe ask for some advice from Spirit, that they're not going to intervene. But if you ask, the light is here for you, and it's coming in, giving you that higher wisdom and clarity to get these crows or ravens out of your head space. As divine judgment is here, you're releasing something. Anything else we need to know about this for our highest good? Hey, winds of change keeps trying to blow out my candle. You might be feeling like you are shining bright in your authenticity, shining your flame, and your circumstances are trying to blow out your flame. You've been doing a lot on your healing journey, and you want to just be able to move forward in your passions and what you love and what you're creating. These emotions might feel fiery. And the winds of change are trying to blow it out. So we're going to keep your flame lit. What else do we need to know? In this energy? Oh no, I said we're going to keep it lit. I'm going to put out our flame. It takes persistence in this energy, for sure. We need to do something to bring us some joy. It'll raise our vibration. Let our inner child play. Maybe it feels like the energy you've been putting out is just like blowing back in your face. Like these bubbles. What else do we need to know for our highest good? And this energy is causing you to get the Hanged Man, to change your perspective. You need to go inward. You know, this hanged person is hanging upside down. And they're shining that light through their crown, connecting to spirit with all this divine sacred geometry at their crown. But they're staying grounded as they're holding onto their foot and just trying to get a new perspective, like how to proceed, how to take in all that's going on. And that's what it's going to take. It's a change in perspective. Yeah. Anything else the angels want to tell us before we close this reading? Moving forward on our life path, keeping our inner flame lit, moving forward. Allow your inner child to play. Stay persistent. Oh, there's one card turned over. So it says patterns. Negative patterns and destructive habits have gained momentum in your life. Remember that each moment offers you an opportunity to create a new reality by choosing differently. It's like a spiral. That spiral energy. That's a symbol that came to me after my spontaneous healing of 17 years of chronic pain I was told had no cure, from Ehlers-Danlos hypermobility syndrome that led to fibromyalgia, anxiety, and autoimmune things that go along with it. And a year before that happened, my dog had paralyzed back legs and was able to telepathically communicate with me a feeling of me having a back leg pain, and taught me energy healing to shift the energy and heal their legs, which made me think, huh? The impossible is possible? And that's when a year later I had my spontaneous healing. And then I said again, the impossible is possible? Because I kept asking Spirit, is this all there is? I'm just going to sit here in pain and suffer and, this sucks. So that's all you have to do is ask. Ask Spirit and they'll show you. And everything in life, in the world, in the outside world and within, is a cycle. It's like a spiral that it keeps repeating and gives you another opportunity to make a choice to see how you're going to respond this time. And a lot of us, maybe all of us, for many years, we get stuck repeating a cycle over and over, choosing to stay in that cycle. Because maybe we do think that's all there is, or we think, well, maybe, we don't have the self-worth to get out of a situation, or we think, that that's all we're worthy of, or we're in the conditioning to think, I just need to move forward in this same path because this is what I've been conditioned to do. But what if next time the cycle comes around, which now it's coming around right now, giving us the choice at this close of a cycle, how do you want to respond this time? Are you going to keep doing the same old thing that you've always done and stay in that repetitive pattern where each time you choose that, it gets harder and harder to live with that choice? Because the universe gets louder and louder. It's our higher self speaking to us to show us, hey, hello, you sure you still want to choose this? We're like, like oblivious. Oh yeah, that's what I gotta do. Society said I need to do this. Till death do we part, or whatever your situation is, and then so you repeat it. Or you can choose something different and respond differently this time and tell the universe, we're doing it different now, baby. And then you change your whole timeline, and the universe has your back, your higher self. There's infinite possibilities. Every choice we make can take us on a whole new adventure, a whole new timeline. So if you just make the smallest different choice, you can change your timeline and move into something beautiful. It might feel like loss or despair at first when you're going through a change, because you have to let go of something, which, that's hard, that's not easy. But that makes room for something new and beautiful to come in that you couldn't even imagine was possible before. So, on my healing journey, I let go of a lot of things and made room for a whole heck of a lot of new beautiful energies to come in, and just showing gratitude for all the beautiful things that are in your life, for all that you do have. You woke up today, you have air to breathe, the winds of change are here. Like, hey, I'm grateful for the change. This world needs some change, okay? We've been doing some repetitive things over and over that have not felt good. Let's change it now. So, some more closing messages here. I'm gonna get some advice from Spirit from the Enchanted Forest Oracle. See, how can we move forward in this really heavy energy? I haven't even filmed for days because I'm like, let's just move through some of this heavy energy first. I like my messages to be full of woo-woo, love, and light. But I also trust my intuition and let them be whatever they are, okay? There's a lot of woo-woo, love, and light in my life, and I love it. And if you want to experience some woo-woo, love, and light and get out of this density, I invite you to check the link below for the Wellness and Wonder retreat with Soma Wellness coming up at the end of August for the full moon. We're going to be releasing all of this stuff that's not serving us and help us complete this old cycle, bond with some redwood trees, get in the river, go to the ocean, just have a chef preparing our meals, doing morning yoga. Just kind of giving you a quick summary, but you can check out the link if you want to know more. It's coming up in about a month, and I'd love to see you there. Let's do some healing, growth, connecting together for the highest good. These redwood trees really know how to take away some of these heavy energies. See, the winds of change is blowing them all away. Get out of here, heavy energy. We're done with you. We'll get barefoot, we'll get grounded, we'll connect to these tallest trees in the world. They're ancient wisdom. They can be over 2,500 years old, and they really open your heart chakra. So I hope I see you. Advice from Spirit as we're going through these changes, these cycles, moving out of an old cycle. Help us let go. Feeling of despair and loss. We're just following our life path. Give us a new perspective on this healing journey. Any advice from Spirit as we're doing this right now? For the highest good and the highest good of all beings. Herbal witch. Might need to tune into some of your witchy DNA. Maybe some herbs, some crystals, some healing magic. It says, seek guidance from those who came before you. And the ancient redwood trees, they came before us. Animal guides that come into your life. Anyone else that's, like me. not that you need to look to anyone outside of yourself for the guidance, but there are others that have already transmuted a lot of energy and gained wisdom and healing on their journey. And maybe those are some people that you're going to find as you're releasing some of this old energy. You'll find your soul tribe and find others that align with your new energy as you're shifting and growing. And you don't need to look into an outside source, no guru, no one to save you, no governments, no systems. But there's some ancient DNA within you, inside each of your cells, in the nucleus of each cell. There's a memory of your ancient wisdom. And you can tune into that if you go inward and ask higher self, ask spirit to guide you for some wisdom on how to move forward in this cycle. It's your higher self. The winds of change are blowing all of this away now. What are we keeping up? They're keeping up the card where pigs fly. So the pigs are starting to fly now. Okay, things are changing. Let's see if we can get some wisdom from the Spirit Animal Oracle, and then we'll get a Crystal Intentions Oracle to close this reading. So winds of change are going to blow all my cards away. That tree's creaking. See under you when you're creaking. Anything else we need to know for our highest good, animal guides? We need to know for our highest good. Oh. Turkey Spirit. Give with gratitude and grace. Number 61. This is a 7. It's connected to spirit. Connecting to your higher self. And give with gratitude and grace. So as you're giving from your heart chakra, all this love frequency out into the world that I know that you are, have gratitude. Maybe you can start a gratitude journal and just write down some things you're grateful for. Maybe one thing a day, one thing. That the birds are tweeting. I'm grateful for that. And if you want, there's a link in the description or in my pinned comments. You can get this little cute journal that I created. This one has 100 pages, but we also have a 200-page journal. And you can write your name in it. It's a little welcome message. Talk about how earthing and grounding, connecting to earth is so important. How to make some healing, moon water, and how we're made of water, and how the way you speak to yourself can change your whole DNA. Something about creating, and my shower meditation and how to stay grounded and wash away some of those old energies that aren't serving, and then some positive affirmations, And then there's a whole bunch of pages for you to write and take notes, and maybe you just want to write something you're grateful for. Start maybe taking notes on like animals or synchronicities of repeating numbers that are coming into your life, or little nuggets of wisdom you get from the messages that you're seeing online when you tune into these oracle and tarot card readings. Or maybe you want to write down something you want to remember from a dream, and that would be good for you. I also have some stickers that are fun. Anyway, I'm here with you. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate you. If you want to like, so I know that you're listening, that you like these messages, comment, subscribe. It's completely free. Just even comment an emoji to let me know what resonates with you. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to boost my messages out there in the algorithm so more people can get a supportive word up from, love and light for the highest good. But anyway, I appreciate you for being here. I see you. I honor you. Thank you. And I hope that you continue to have a wonderful day. Much love. If you're still here, I forgot to pull a Crystal Intentions Oracle, and with these heavy energies that we're transmuting and shifting through and growing through, I don't want you to miss out on a crystal being that can help guide us in these times. So crystal beings, higher wonder, higher you, higher we. What crystal likes to be in this energy to help us shift through this completion of a cycle for the highest good and the highest good of all beings? Looks like this one tried to flip. Orbicular Jasper. This is a pretty one. I don't have one of these, but look how beautiful this is. It says there's unlimited possibilities. Relax into the flow of a happy life. What goes around comes around. Attract goodness and love. Let's see how pretty that is. And the positive affirmation. My life glides forward with ease. I am mindful. I think and act with positive energy. And that was 111 minutes on the timer when I said that. My life glides forward with ease. I am mindful. I think and act with positive energy. My life glides forward with ease. I am mindful. I think and act with positive energy. That's right, I do. So, thank you so much for joining. And I hope that you continue to have a wonderful day. Much love.
Hi, Segway. I missed you during the reading. You were taking a nap, my love. I love you, Segway. You're so precious. I love you. Do you have anything to say to the people? You want to show your tum-tum? Your tummy-tum? Oh. Yeah, your solar plexus energy. Help people have the courage and confidence to be their authentic selves, independent and strong. Thank you, Segway. I love you, baby.